gonna read the Magic Tree of Merlin mission, 7 Night of the New Magicians, and today we're gonna start reading at chapter 8, Secrets, and the end of reading at chapter 9, okay? Because it's very long story. And now already read this one book with a lot of stories, and now here we go. And first we can read the Magic Tree of Merlin mission, 7 Night of the New Magicians, chapter 8, Secrets. Jack could see the purple sky through the iron rails of the tower. First climbing was easy. The steps weren't very steep, and Jack could count each one as they climbed. 26, 27, 28. I wonder what's going on at the top now, said Annie. 31, 32, 33, breathed Jack. I wonder if the soccer is there with the others, said Annie. What will he do when he found out those guys aren't the kind of magicians he thinks they are? Don't know, breathed Jack. 49.50. I bet I won't believe them, said Annie. He might kidnap and force them to tell their secrets. 61, 62, said Jack. Faster, faster, said Annie. By the time Jack had counted to the 360 steps to the tower's first story platform as they both painting, Jack's feet felt like lead. That's a lot of steps, said Annie out of the breath. No kidding, said Jack, gasping between words, but we have to keep going. As they keep going, but a little more slowly, Jack had picked up the count. 361, 362. You can see how he might have. Dwight Alexander Graham Bell was the new magician, said Annie, painting. 392, 393, said Jack. Oh, think about it, said Annie. You've never used a phone in your life, and one day you pick up this thing, hear a voice talking, the voice of someone who lives far away. You think, magic, breathed Jack. 444, 445, and Thomas Edison, said Annie. I think about it. Thousands of years you depend on fire of light. Then one of the day you flip a switch, presto, a glass of blue lights up. Magic, gasped Jack. 510, 511, and the Louis Piastre. Think about it, said Annie. There are all those disasters nobody knows what's cruising them, and one day the guys discover the germs, and he figures out a way to walk into the bad ones. Magic, said Jack. 602, 603, 604. I can't believe the sucker would do any means of this, guys, said Annie. Even if he is evil, said Jack. 620, 621, his legs muscles burned, but he moved like a machine up the mountain of steps. Finally, they reached to the second platform. 700, breathed Jack. We have to keep going, said Annie. Keep going. Let's get our mom ready, said Jack. As soon as we see the soccer, we have to say it. Make him disappear. Right, breathed Annie. That's our mission. Protect the new magicians to find out their secrets from Merlin. Don't talk, say breath, said Jack. And Jack and Annie keep climbing to the counting, drawing closer to the top of the tower, and Jack heard the piano music as they climbed higher. The music grew louder, and finally Jack and Annie climbed to the third platform. 1,652, gasped Jack. Well, it's very many steps, so Jack and Annie might be very hard to count all the steps and go up the steps. Jack said his muscles are all burned and they're all almost at the very top of the tower. Spiral staircase led from the platform to a terrace. Jack's leg muscles ached. His head hurt. His heart pounded. Like, we have to keep going, he whispered. He and Annie dragged themselves through a spiral staircase as they lay into the treads. They both couplaced and sat down on the top of the step, trying to breathe. A flake overhead flopped noisily down to the sweet Jack and Annie, chewed by the... Oh no, Jack felt chewed by the wind, the piano music coming from the small apartment onto the trains. I wonder who's playing, said Annie, still gasping from breath. Or maybe the magician, said Jack, or the stalker, said Annie. If Jack felt a shrug of fear. It almost took away to the tiredness. We have to make him disappear, he said. He stood up shakily. Oh, let's look through the window, said Annie. The two of them struggled against to the wind as they straggled down the window, said Annie. Oh yes, window of the apartment. As they peeked in, they saw a cozy room with ladder chairs and glowing lamps. A man with a trim-pointed beard had playing the piano. Behind him stood an early man with a grey beard. A big man with a bushy white beard and a friendly-looking man with no beard. All of them smiling and nodded their hands in time to the music. There are 4 of them in there, whispered Jack. Oh, it's the 4th of the stalker, said Annie. Or is the 4th of the new magician? I don't think there are any of them are stalker, whispered Jack. None of them look evil, as they look pretty nice. What is this place anyway, said Annie. Let's check the book, said Jack. He pulled out the guidebook and looked at Eiffel Tower. He found a drawing of the tower. Each platform had labeled the area at the top of it read. The very top of the tower is the apartment of the Gustave Eiffel. A picture showed Gustave of the evil Eiffel sitting to the apartment. Look, that guy is playing the piano, said Jackie. Read on. Gustave Eiffel is one of the world's master and genius. The builder of the Eiffel Tower with a glass of iron, the world's newest building mattress. Since their mattresses are lighter than the stone of the brick statues, can be built very tall. The tower's open design is iron limbs, keep to the stable with a strong winds. It's the fun magician, whispered Jack. The magicians of the iron, he bends on the metals of the oil and trumpets over to the wind. They are all together now, said Annie. Alexander Graham Bell, Thomas Edison, Louis Pasteur, Gustave Eiffel, and the 4 new magicians. Oh, and the evil stalker hasn't shown up yet, said Jack. Come on, said Jack. We have to warn about him. And he found our secret before he does, said Jack. He and Annie have walked to the door of the apartment, and Annie have knocked. The night fell silent with the piano music stopped. Oh, brother, said Dwight Jack. How would they explain such a weird statue of this famous man? The door of the apartment opened. Gustave Eiffel looked out. Yes, he said. Hello, can we come in? Said Annie. Mr. Eiffel looked scared. Goodness, I seem having many unpacked of the guests tonight. How did you get up here, little girl? I thought the elevators are closed. My brother and I climbed up the stairs, said Annie. Oh my, that's very long. Come from the 2 children, said Mr. Eiffel. Or anyone else for that matter. Did someone invite you for 40 here too? Not actually, said Annie. Well, come here anyway, the more muller. Mr. Apple stepped back to the Annie and Jack inside, and then he closed the door behind them. The four men looked curiously at Jack and Annie. Before you tell about yourselves, allow me to introduce my other insect guest, said Mr. Apple. This is Dr. Louis Pieraster. He pointed to the early man with a graying beard, and Mr. Alexander Granville, the big man with a white beard, nodded, and Mr. Thomas Oliver Edson. The friendly-looking man reached out and shook both their hands. First, Annie, then Jack's. You can call me Evelyn, Mr. Edson said. Hi, Evelyn, Jack nervously shyly. He couldn't believe was shaking his hands with Thomas Edson. Oh, you can call us just Jack and Annie, said Annie. So, Jack and Annie, how did you learn about the scattering? Mr. Apple said, you have nothing to do with the invitations this gentle man receives, do you? Annie smiled of the groovy green, and if she didn't know how to tell to say next, she took a deep breath. Well, no, she said, but we know who sent them. Who? Said Mr. Apple, an evil sucker who wants to steal the secrets of your magic, said Annie. An evil stalker, said Apple. Yeah, said Annie, and we can make him disappear, but we need to tell us your secrets. And before he gets here, the four men just started at him. Oh, what did she say? Asked Mr. Atson, asked if the little hard of hearing. She says an evil stalker wants to steal the secrets of our magic, Mr. Apple said loudly, and that we must tell our secrets before the stalker arrives. Mr. Atson laughed. So did the others, and Jack's face grow red. The secrets of our magic, said the Master Apple, and it's a really, really very good question. Let's think. I believe the secret of my magic is actually quite simple. I have taste of the adventure, love work, does responsibility, so a challenge of the building of the tallest structure into the world was gently appearing to me. Oh, very, very good, said Annie. Taste of the adventure, love work, and responsibility. She turned to the Dr. Pieraster. Doctor, what's your secret? My secret, said Dr. Pieraster. He looked down at the floor in a long moment. Then he looked up and said, I believe my secret is just to change flavors and prepare mind. And another man have nodded. Said Mr. Bell. Ah, said Mr. Apple. Indeed, said Mr. Atson. What does that mean? Said Annie. Chance means luck, explained the Dr. Pieraster. I think trail of hope was a bit luck in our words, but I feel more study and prepare the luckier I become. Oh, that makes good sense, said Annie. Studying makes you luckier. She turned into Mr. Atson. Avila, what's your secret? And Mr. Avila smiled noticeably. Well, let me see. His eyes was bright and twinkling. I suppose my secret is this. Genius in one person, impression of the 99 president's persuasion. And the other man laughed. That's right, said Apple. Sweat. It's hard with dozens of experiments fell into the finely wormwood. So another man clapped. I get it, said Annie. Genius is mostly sweat. And everyone turned back to the last magicians. Oh my, said Mr. Bell, and he stroked his bushy white beard. How shall I say it? He closed his eyes. When the door closed, another door opens. Everyone started to upload. Well, there's more, keeping his eyes closed, and Mr. Bell have continued. We opened so long and whisperously upon to the closed door. We can't news was each open for us. He looked at everyone and smiled. Then another man have clapped again. Yes, yes, said Mr. Apple. That's always another door. Never give up hope, said Annie. Got it. Then Mr. Apple smiled at Annie. So do you think our secret is safely your able soccer? And before Annie could answer, there's a loud knocking on the door. Oh, I think it's soccer. Oh no, now Jack and Annie need to make the soccer disappear and take the magic of the new magicians so they can go to a magic treehouse again and give all of the magic for Morgan and Merlin. Now, did it happen? Eula's English country will be coming up with some next book, but not this story. Or I will take a new beginning, new story too. Okay, and you'll be very excited. Bye-bye, everybody. And if you like my YouTube, please thumbs in my YouTube. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a nice day.